This video is being brought to you by Cutting Edge Gamer. If you upgrade graphics cards often, Cutting Edge Gamer is the perfect option for you. Release the newest graphics cards on the market, such as Nvidia's RTX 20 series for a low monthly payment. Click the affiliate link below in the description to find out more.
Yay!
Skip it button,
Faggot.
Well, here we are yet again looking at another terrible take from ReviewTechUSA on this whole Epic Game Store situation. And after uploading my first video on Rich or ReviewTechUSA, whatever you want to call him, but after that video went up, a lot of you guys said that I went a little too easy on him, so this time I'm not going to make that same mistake twice. We need to get it through his very, very thick skull. Now, in general, I actually do like Rich's channel because it's the only place on YouTube to find gaming news videos under 15 minutes long, and for that, I do genuinely respect him, but this is the second time where he has had an absolute dogshit take on this timed exclusivity shit that Epic is pulling with PC gaming. Now, the first half of the video I actually agree with, so I'm gonna go ahead and speed that up a little so we can get to the pure retardation, plus it'll give me a chance to touch on my thoughts surrounding the recent Shenmue 3 exclusivity announcement. Now, the title of the video we are taking a look at today is WiseNet and Epic will look into Shenmue 3's Epic Game Store exclusivity. So without further ado, let's get right into the cancer.
So, WiseNet and Epic Games are looking into the Epic Games exclusivity of Shenmue 3 debacle. I don't really know what there is to look into. They're being shady, and they shouldn't do it since backers were promised the game on Steam. Let's get into it. Skip it button. So if you remember at E3, WiseNet kind of slyly revealed that Shenmue 3 would be an Epic Game Store exclusive. Even though when the Kickstarter was launched in 2015, it was promised that the game, the PC version of it, would be on Steam. And a lot of people who backed it wanted the PC version of the game on Steam and were very angry. And then it was actually revealed that they wouldn't get refunds. They were like, oh, you backed it and you wanted the game on Steam, and now the Epic Game Store, even though we promised the game would be on Steam for years? Yeah, sucks for you. We're not giving you a refund. This is why people don't trust crowdfunding anymore. This is a perfect example.
Okay, so we're off to a pretty good start here, calling out both the developer of Shenmue 3 and Epic for this bullshit last-minute exclusivity deal. That's something I do want to clarify here as well. The blame is not just on the part of the publisher Deep Silver in this situation, but the blame mainly should fall on the part of WiseNet, the actual developer. I mean, they're the ones that started the Kickstarter, and they relinquished control of their game by signing a publishing deal, despite the fact that they raised 3 times their goal on Kickstarter to fund the development of the game. I mean, the blame is more so on them than anyone else, because, you know, Deep Silver is just trying to make money. They're not the ones who made promises to the Kickstarter backers, and Epic, you know, they're looking after their own business interests as shitty as they fucking are. But in this situation, all the blame I feel like should fall onto WiseNet for the most part.
Well, now that Epic Games and publisher of Shenmue 3 Deep Silver see that people are very pissed off, they're going to assess the situation. This is what they had to say. We want to make sure that backers are aware that we are listening to their concerns. We kindly ask all our fans to have some patience. We are currently at E3 demoing the game and need to get back to our respective offices to assess the situation and together find a way forward to justify the trust you placed in us. And of course, people are calling them out, just like I think too. What is there to assess? Deep Silver and Epic? You promised that it would be on Steam from day one. This is not gamers being entitled, which people love to throw around that word when there's criticism thrown at them. People were promised something and you're not delivering it. And they're pissed, and they have every right to be pissed.
Again, we're doing good here, okay? It seems like Rich has a very reasonable take on this entire situation. Epic and WiseNet betrayed not only the biggest fans of the game, but also the people who made the game financially possible in the first place. I mean, Shenmue 3 would literally not exist today without the money the backers entrusted to WiseNet for several years on the promise of one day getting Shenmue 3. They took all that excitement, goodwill, and trust and threw that shit out the fucking window, and then shit down the throats of everyone excited for this game. It's beyond scummy, and honestly is probably one of the worst fucking things to ever happen in the entire history of the gaming industry. That's how fucking bad this situation is.
This is what people are saying in the comments under the Kickstarter update. You have Homer here, which he's 100% right. There is nothing to assess. Give us back our money. I got mail confirmation for Steam, and now Steam gone. Physical disc gone. Trial version gone. You lied to us, you scammed us, you betrayed us, and you sold us out. There's your assessment. Now refund. And there's many other comments similar to that. I'm not going to sit here and read all the comments, but he's right, man. Like, you can't promise. Look, again, if you need exclusivity, competition, capitalism, yay. You need exclusivity, competition, capitalism, yay! Yay!
Rich? Yeah, I don't really know if you know this or not, but capitalism and competition don't really pair well with the concept of timed exclusivity, but you know what? That's just a minor slip there, okay? You know, I can ignore something like that, something that small, because for the most part, you're spot on here, okay? I just hope that doesn't change. Well, I kind of do, because then I couldn't make fun of you.
But how games like Metro Exodus, another game that was published by Deep Silver, starting to notice a trend here, and Shenmue 3, these kind of things where you had Metro Exodus at the 11th hour pre-orderable on Steam, and then no, it's a time exclusive for a year in the Epic Game Store. And now this, where on Kickstarter, Shenmue 3 was promised on Steam from day one years ago. It's now 2019. That Kickstarter started in 2015. Now at the kind of the last minute, you're changing it again? What is there to assess? You have to give people what they want, what they were promised. You can't just change it because it benefits your wallet when people were promised something else.
Alright guys, we are now beyond the good parts of the video where I can actually agree with Rich for the most part. I mean, you may notice though, what's about to happen is almost like the flip of a switch or something and Rich goes off, and he suddenly starts spurging out over Steam for whatever reason. I mean, I don't really know if something triggered his weaponized autism or something, but goddamn, it is amazing how he manages to take this fuck up from Epic and WiseNet and somehow spin it in order to make Steam look bad. I mean, it is honestly really fucking impressive. I mean, you just have to see it for yourself.
You want to work on exclusivity deals Deep Silver with future games because you get a better cut from the Epic Game Store? Go ahead. Make Steam, make Valve, make Gaben sweat and make him realize he has a valuable competitor out there. But this kind of shit needs to stop because it makes people not trust the developer, the publisher, and it doesn't make people trust Epic. It makes them hate them. And you don't want that reputation. People may, because they want Shenmue 3 that bad, still get the game on the Epic Game Store, but eventually if they keep doing things like this, people are going to get tired of them. Then it will affect Epic's wallets. Then you'll see them do a change with all this exclusivity crap. And Valve, Steam, you have to respond. And Valve, Steam, you have to respond. And Valve, Steam.
I mean, you just really can't even make this shit up, dude. Like, this guy somehow finds a way to blame Steam for Epic and the devs of Shenmue 3 fucking over the Kickstarter backers and PC gamers in general. I mean, Rich, your last video I responded to a while back was really, really fucking bad, dude, but Jesus Christ, man. You somehow managed, I don't know how, but you managed to make this one even fucking worse. I mean, that is true talent if I have ever seen it, dude.
I'm not going to say the same crap. Yes, you have to meet the revenue share. You have to meet the revenue share.
Okay, Rich, we went over this last time. You know, I don't like explaining things twice, but you know what? You may be a little slow, okay? I'm not trying to criticize you too much. I am a fan of your videos for the most part. I respect you that you don't stretch out your videos to 15 minutes like certain people in the gaming news community. But you know what? We're going to go through this one more time just to make sure you get it loud and clear, okay? Exclusivity deals have absolutely nothing to do with the revenue split, okay? If Epic is paying a publisher or developer to keep their game off of other platforms, it doesn't matter if Epic took 99% of the revenue share because they would be compensating the devs or publisher the potential money lost for putting the game exclusively on the Epic Game Store. This is not fucking rocket science, dude. I don't know why the fuck you were so determined to make the situation Steam's fault when there is literally nothing Valve can do to stop paid-for timed exclusivity deals besides buying up exclusivity before Epic does, and then we would actually be looking at a monopoly situation. I mean, seriously, dude, this is some next-level retardation going on here.
But you have to do what developers want you to do besides revenue share, which is the biggest part of it, let's keep it real, with Steam, so these exclusivity deals stop.
So things like getting rid of user reviews and forums so the customer has no voice, right? I mean, that's the only thing I can think of.
Because these are big games that you're losing. These are big games. Borderlands 3, Shenmue 3, Metro Exodus is a timed exclusive. Borderlands 3 is also a timed exclusive till April of 2020. But you get my point. These are big games that people will bite the bullet for. As much as they may not like the Epic Game Store, they'll bite the bullet for and buy it on there because they don't want to wait for 6 months or a year or maybe ever if it's a complete exclusive to the Epic Game Store. You have to respond, Valve.
You know what, Rich? You're 100% right in this situation, dude. People will be buying those games on the Epic Game Store. Do you know why? Because timed exclusivity exists for one reason, and one reason alone, and that is to remove consumer choice completely out of the equation. You absolute brainlet. There is literally nothing that Valve can do to stop an exclusivity deal that Epic is paying publishers to sign. You really have no fucking clue how business and legal agreements work, do you? I mean, this is some basic entry-level shit here. If Epic is paying a developer to keep a game off of other platforms, it doesn't matter how those platforms respond, because once the deal is signed, they are contractually obligated to oblige. I mean, this is not hard stuff to grasp, and it just amazes me that you cannot grasp this basic idea. But let's keep going on, dude. I'm gonna get pissed off if I keep listening to this guy for too much longer.
You have to respond, Valve. You gotta do something, because you finally have a viable competitor.
Yeah, sorry Rich, hate to break it to you, but the Fortnite launcher will never be a viable competitor to Steam.
I thought it was going to be Origin kind of, hit with a result. I'm not saying that Origin doesn't do well for EA, it does, but it's not, they aren't going toe-to-toe with you like the Epic Game Store is.
Did you guys hear that hesitation in his voice? At this point, he's struggling to convince even himself of the complete bullshit spewing from his lips. I mean, the Fortnite launcher is a complete joke, dude. You can't honestly think that this launcher is somehow going to make Steam irrelevant.
You have to respond now, because I think Valve and Steam, they're comfortable. It's almost been a monopoly to a degree. Yes, I know there's been other game store fronts, trust me, but when you thought of digital distribution gaming on PC, what's the first thing you thought of? Steam.
Well, yeah, Rich, because they were the first and currently the best in terms of PC storefronts and launchers. I mean, they earned their place as a market leader by giving people what they wanted and adding a bunch of features that, PC gamers actually wanted. Epic wants to become the market leader, but instead of actually catering to the consumer and giving people what they want, they want to force you to use an inferior launcher through exclusivity deals paid for by fucking V-Bucks.
John Wick coming with the V-Bucks.
They were the only show in town that first came to mind. Now, people are also thinking of the Epic Game Store. Maybe not positive thoughts, but if a game they really want is a timed exclusive there, they're going to buy it there and not buy it on Steam. You gotta respond, Valve. I can't believe you're just letting all these games just keep on slipping by, and you're not doing so. I thought they would have responded already.
Again, Rich, Steam can literally do nothing to stop an exclusivity deal unless you want Steam to go into full-blown monopoly mode and buy up exclusivity rights to every game on the PC. I mean, it's up to you, dude.
But I guess not. I guess they feel that with the amount of base they have, that, this is just a phase, it'll pass, and the Epic Game Store won't be a problem for us in the future. But this has happened time and time again, where a company gets comfortable, and that leads to their downfall. It can happen to you too, Valve. Be proactive and counter the Epic Game Store and Epic now. Don't wait until it's too late. This is Rich of ReviewTechUSA signing out. Have a good one.
Somehow we managed to turn a video about the developers of Shenmue 3 in the Epic Game Store screwing over Kickstarter backers into yet another chance for Rich from ReviewTechUSA to bash Steam while shilling for the cancer of the PC gaming market. That, of course, being the Epic Game Store. I don't know, dude, but this guy really can't get it through his thick skull that exclusivity deals have nothing to do with competition and revenue splits. But whatever, dude, more ad revenue and content for me to make off of calling him out. But before we wrap this video up, I do want to give a big thank you to the members of this channel, WeatherSim and Kaboom, and a really big thank you to Germa2. Hope I said your name right. I definitely appreciate the extra support. It is definitely appreciated and did not go unnoticed, so thank you guys so much for that. But with that said, guys, that does it for this video today. As always, I want to thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to check out the video and for all the recent support as well, and I will catch you guys next time.